research has shown that people who participate and who are involved in the decision making, they're more likely to be successful.
Thanks for tuning in to Conversations with Betty LaMarr, coming to you live from the Bluff City. And now, your host, Betty LaMarr.
I'm your host, Betty LaMarr, and it is a nice, crisp Friday morning here in Memphis, Tennessee. But it's a beautiful, sunshiny day, and as always, as my guest said, and you'll meet her here shortly, every day is a good day. Every day that we wake up, as my grandmother would say, clothed in our right mind is a good day. And I'm very thankful. So today, I have in the studio with me, Dr. Marye Benard. I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with Dr. Benard. She is my go-to doctor for anything and everything that has to do with HIV, Hep C, and we're going to go into a lot of other services that she provides, because now Dr. Marye Benard has her own practice. And I'm so excited, so very excited. And the name of the new practice, I guess, if you will, is Spirit Health Medical. I would like to say one of the masters, Dr. Marye Benard. Good morning, Dr. Benard.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm so happy to have you back with me. I was thinking just this morning, every now and then, Facebook will send you a memory. And 7 years ago, when I was first on KWAM The Voice, that's how far back we go.
Okay.
But anyway, I said, my God, we go back a long, long way. So, and I thank you, like I said earlier, you are my go-to doctor. So let's start here first. What is Spirit Health Medical? And what was your vision, and how did all of you having your own practice come into being, Dr. Benard?
Okay, that's a loaded question. Let me start with how we came to be.
Okay.
Over the years, I've taken care of people living with HIV for over 20 years, 23 years. And over time, I've seen the evolution of medications. I've seen the evolution of so many things. So whereas back in the day, the focus was on survival, now people live, and they live well with HIV because the medicines are easier to take.
Okay.
So I noticed that I was not so concerned with HIV, but concerned with just primary care.
Yes.
Making sure that people lived well and that they had preventive health done. So I began to see this practice where there was no need to specialize, to say, hey, I'm at an HIV clinic, but to say, hey, I'm providing very good care to people living with and without HIV. So this thought came in my mind about 6 months ago, actually. And I began to play with the thoughts that were out there and decided to give it a whip. But when I got started, I had a one-track mind. I was going to just do prevention, just the pre-exposure, keep people from getting HIV.
Yes.
But my partner and the co-owner of Spirit Health, Dr. Marye Turner, we both realized that there was no way that we could get people in, get them on medications, and boot them off to someone else because of our passion and how we feel about our patients. We knew we would not be able to let them go. Okay. So we began to brainstorm, and from one thing to the next, here we are, Spirit Health Medical.
Well, how difficult is it to start their own practice? Because all the many, many years, like I said, we go way back. And of course, and I want to say this, Dr. Benard, because I don't want to forget, because this is very important. Everyone that I've spoken with, no matter what service you provided to them, they always describe you as kind, compassionate. Your spirit is who you are. And you can be in the presence of a person. I tell people, you can walk around with 5 or 6 Bibles, but you're not the book. The book is you, kind of thing, if that makes sense. And I said, there's something about her spirit that when you're in her company, you feel it.
Thank you so much.
You feel it. And when people say that, I'm like, even out of town, I'm like, oh, she is so nice. Oh, I love Dr. Benard. She is so kind. So I just want to say that because people need to know that. And we're all searching for doctors, if we have to have one, that have those kind of reviews, real time reviews, that you're kind and compassionate and great bedside manners.
Well, Betty, I'll tell you, I'm going to attribute that to being grateful.
Okay.
I get an opportunity to do what I love, and that's to serve, to take care of God's children.
Okay.
And it pleases me, and it just makes me very happy that he even allows me to interact with his children and that we get good results. When I think about what I do every day, what I have to do to make a living, it's just a blessing.
Okay.
It's just a very good blessing. And that's the reason we named our business Spirit Health.
Okay.
We believe that the fruits of the Spirit are what we need to conduct ourselves, to practice, to live. And so that is the theoretical framework from which we work. We believe that love, peace, kindness, joy.
I feel so bad when I hear people say I went to a doctor and I didn't like him. Why? It is always normally because of the way doctor treat him. Well, he didn't make me feel like he made me feel like there was nothing wrong with me, or he wasn't really listening to me, or because I'm 400 pounds, I felt like I was being judged. Sometimes doctors got to tell you what you need to know, though, right?
Yes.
So that's not necessarily being judged, but I think it's the presentation.
Yes.
Some of them just going to say, you need to lose some weight. So that's what's causing all these other things happening in your life. And you don't want to hear it because that's work.
Right. Well, that's what's different about Spirit Health. We are not dictators.
Okay.
We encourage patients to participate in their care.
Oh, okay.
The research has shown that people who participate and who are involved in the decision making, they're more likely to be successful.
Thanks for listening to Medical Talk Memphis with Betty LaMarr. For more great shows, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Betty LaMarr Memphis. Visit our website, www.thebettylamarrshow.com. Email betty@bettylamarrshow.com.
Looking for a medical home? May I suggest Spirit Health Medical Clinic, located at 1331 Union, Suite 1240, where health and wellness are the goals. We provide holistic primary, acute, chronic, hepatitis, and HIV care in an environment that is void of stigma and interwoven with the fruits of the Spirit.